Yeah, so hello, this is the about prokaryotic cells. In the last lecture, we finished about the overview of the cell. What does prokaryotes contain? What does eukaryotes contain? Animal cells generally have non-membrane cell organelles, which are ribosomes and centromeres. So not centromeres, centrosomes. Sorry, but in a plant cell, the only membrane without any membrane, like this non-membranous or membranous organelle, was ribosome. Yes, now about this prokaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells can be represented by bacteria, mycoplasmas, blue-green algae, and PPLO. PPLO. This is also whole thing is one. PPLO in the sense pleuropneumonia-like organisms. In the sense these is the kind of disease. Pleuropneumonia is a kind of disease which is caused not in plants but in animals. In pleuropneumonia is caused in animals, so those cells or the cells or the bacteria which causes it, right, that is known as pleuropneumonia like organisms. Those are also represented as prokaryotic cells. In the sense, examples of prokaryotic cells are bacteria, mycoplasmas, blue-green algae, and PPLO, pleuropneumonia like organisms. In the sense, like blue-green algae is there, mycoplasma is there, amoeba is there. In the same way, pleuropneumonia like organisms are also there. That's the name is just different. That's it. Nothing else. Next, next, they may look. Yes, prokaryotic. When you compare prokaryotic cells, when you compare prokaryotic cells, these prokaryotic cells these prokaryotic cells multiply more than eukaryotic cells, multiply fast multiply faster than eukaryotes, multiply faster than eukaryotes, and these are smaller than eukaryotes. Yes, you can see mycoplasma is 0.3 microns in length, and these bacteria are 3 to 5 microns in length. But RBCs are eukaryotes, those are 7 microns. Yes, yes, those are 7 microns. So these are obviously bigger. Eukaryotic cells are bigger, whereas prokaryotes are smaller than eukaryotes, and but the prokaryotes divide and multiplies faster than eukaryotes. Obviously, right? Eukaryotes are big, so it will take some little time more for them to divide and to multiply. But whereas these don't have many complex structures, whereas eukaryotes have many complex structures, so obviously they would take much time, right? They will take much time, in the sense some more time than as compared to prokaryotic cells. Now, four basic shapes of bacteria. Very important, very important. Four basic cells or basic shapes of bacteria. There are four. These might be asked in any of your exams. The first is bacillus. Bacillus. The first is bacillus. The first is bacillus, which is rod like. I repeat, bacillus, which is rod like. In the sense, it might be like this. This is bacillus, the very first type. Bacillus, rod like. Isn't it like rods? Yes. Next comes coccus. Coccus is spherical. Spherical like earth. Next, vibros. Vibrios. Sorry, vibrios are comma shaped. Like a comma shaped. Yes. Next, spirillum. Spirillum. Sorry, it's spiral. These are spiral shaped. Like this. as a spring, as a, these are in this shape. So what are the four main? First one was the bacillus. Excuse me, 1 second, I'll do it. The very first was bacillus, which was rod like first. Then the second we had coccus, which is spherical. Next we had vibrio, which is comma shaped. Then spirillum, which is spiral in shape, Next, now even here the shape is very different, right? Now we discuss four shapes. Even the many shapes are different. A variety of shapes and functions are different. Shapes and functions of prokaryotic cells are very much different. Are different, even though these are similar in their organization. Organization is very much similar in the sense many shapes, and now we discuss no spherical, that is, but the basic organization for all prokaryotes, it's same. Prokaryotes nothing means prokaryotic, don't be confusing. Prokaryotes means prokaryotic cells, eukaryotes means eukaryotic cells. Yes, in the sense prokaryotes have many shapes and functions, but even after having shapes and functions as very many different shapes and functions, those are very similar in their organizations. It generally what we discussed generally when we talk about the mycoplasma, like look, mostly all of the prokaryotes have cell membrane, right? That is general thing. All the prokaryotes have cell membranes, right? All the prokaryotes have cell membranes, but here is an exemption. Mycoplasmas lack cell membrane, in the sense those don't have cell membrane. This might be asked in any of your exams, that mycoplasmas lack cell membrane. Yes, those lack cell membrane. Those lack cell membrane, in the sense in all the prokaryotic cells. Let me tell you again, prokaryotes means which are like irregular shaped, which don't have nuclear membrane around their nucleus, or else the cell membranes are not with the membranes. So those are prokaryotics, which are not irregular shaped, which are not actually organized properly. But eukaryotes are very organized, that we'll discuss afterwards now. And it also has cytoplasm. Cell membrane will be there generally, right? Obviously, if cell membrane is not there, all the cell will be like a fluid, right? The semi fluid in this, it also has cytoplasm. In it, but nucleus, when you talk about, when you talk about, it is not well defined. We had already studied, not well defined in the sense it doesn't have nuclear membrane. Yes, it doesn't has nuclear membrane. It has nucleus, but it is not membraned. It is not membranous. So obviously in nucleus what is present? Genetic genomic DNA, right? Genomic DNA. One second. Yes, so now this is a very important, like, it's this concentrate. Now I'll tell what is genomic DNA. Listen carefully. Very easy, just requires a little attention. Genomic DNA means one chromosome, single chromosome plus single chromosome provided with circular DNA. These together called as a genomic. What is a genomic DNA might be asked, in the sense one chromosome, plus one circular DNA. That's it. These together called as a genomic DNA. Yes, as a genomic DNA. Now, the genomic DNA has one chromosome plus one circular DNA. One circular DNA chromosome plus one circular DNA. These all the points are in your NCERT. I'm just explaining from those. Now, a smaller DNA is present. A smaller circular DNA is present out of the genomic DNA. Look, if this is the genomic DNA, what it has one chromosome plus it has one, this is one chromosome and one circular DNA. One circular DNA, but outside is it one more circular DNA is present, and this circular DNA, which is smaller, is called than this. It is big. This is big, but this outside which is there, this is the smaller one. This is called as plasmid. This is called as plasmid or plasmid DNA. Means, listen, one chromosome, one circular DNA together are genomic DNA, but outside that are something different from that, another independently one circular DNA is there. That is a smaller one, and that is the plasmid DNA. Now, what is the use of this plasmid? You might be getting that genomic DNA is also there, but still this is outside. No, plasmid DNA. Outside means not outside of the cell, but just it is not in the genomic. It's not the part of genomic DNA. It is not the part of genomic DNA. Yes. Now, plasmid DNA has all the phenotypic characters. Look, all this genotypic you will have afterwards. Just for now, remember that phenotypic can be external characters like thing. Might be the structure, cell, antibody in something, its antigens, like this. But genotyping means from internally, how is the structure of the gene and all this, all will be running in a higher class. Just for now, phenotypic in the sense external characters like thing. Where are these present? In the plasmid DNA. In the plasmid. Now you might be asked that where are these, so you should go for the answer as plasmid DNA. You will be asked where is the phenotypic material is there, in plasmid DNA or in cytoplasm. A is plasmid DNA, B cytoplasm, C genomic DNA, D all the above. All. So you should go for this plasmid DNA only. These are wrong options. These are wrong options. You should go just for plasmid DNA. And it might be asked that which of the organism in which prokaryote the cell membrane is absent, in the sense it is mycoplasmas. It is mycoplasmas. So one such, so phenotypic characters are in plasmid DNA. One such character is resistant to antibiotics. So this phenotypic character forms a character, so that will give a resistance to the microbodies, antibodies. Look, antibodies in the sense what? Antibiotics. Like when you get something like dengue, a very big viral fever or something, you take antibiotics, or when you undergo surgery, so some bacteria will be there. So on that, if you act this antibiotics, what will be the effect of it? Obviously, so they will be dying, but to resist it, okay, so not to that, to not to get affected by any of this medicine, they'll form something around them, so that they will not be affected, so they will not be die, they will be still existing, so they can still get the, or all the kind of food, and they can be running their survival. In higher class, you will learn about all this plasmid DNA used to monitor bacterial transformation with foreign DNA. Bacterial DNA used to monitor bacteria. Look, in a bacteria, transformation takes place. Transform of DNA. How it takes place and all, you will know it from in our higher classes. You will know all that it takes to. For now, you just remember that it takes through plasmid DNA. That it takes through plasmid DNA and some foreign DNA. Now, you look prokaryotes. When you talk about, just now all we spoke about prokaryotes, we'll discuss in a jiffy. So nuclear membrane is not there. Is not there. Cytoplasm is there. Well defined nucleus not there. Membrane bounded organelles not. No, these are non-membrane. Nuclear membrane is not there. Cytoplasm is there. Well defined nucleus is not there. Membrane bounded organelles are not there. Now non-membrane organelles are there. Non-membrane organelles like ribosomes are there. But a cell membrane is also there. But a cell membrane is absent in mycoplasmas. Plasmid DNA is there. Just now I told plasmid DNA is the DNA in the sense that the small circular DNA present out of the genomic DNA. What does genomic DNA consist of? One chromosome and one small, not large, circular DNA. Yes. But in eukaryotes, when you talk about eukaryotes, in eukaryotes, nuclear membrane is there. Nuclear membrane is there. Yes, it is found. Now, very important point in prokaryotes. In prokaryotes, you will not be able to find any kind of cell organelle except ribosome. Why only ribosome? In the sense only ribosome is non-membrane. Only ribosome is non-membranous, right? So as only this is non-membranous, one second, as only this is non-membranous, only ribosomes are found in prokaryotic cells. Now, cell membrane in eukaryotes is good, like it is simple as a membrane, but in prokaryotes, in a prokaryote, it has some, it is differentiated. In the sense, it has some inner foldings like structure. So this inner folded, or it is differentiated, right? So it is known as, the cell membrane of prokaryotes is known as mesosome. Very important. Yes, look, if it is a eukaryote, this is the cell membrane, this is the nucleus, this is the mitochondria, this might be the ER, that is endoplasmic reticulum, and this might be some vesicles, and this whole cytoplasm which I am drawing now, this whole cytoplasm, right? This is in eukaryotes, but in prokaryotes it might be like this. The cell membrane will be like this. It will never be straight. It will be some inner foldings will be there. This is known as cell membrane of prokaryotes is known as mesosome. So that I've told you that prokaryotes don't have regular shape. They are very not, they are neat. They are not neat. Like you can tell eukaryotes are very neat and clean, but these are not neat and clean. Those are messy prokaryotes, but eukaryotes are well defined. Now typical bacteria, any typical bacteria might be like this, Lucy. Coccus or anything like this. It might be some from 1 to 2 microns. This is micron, symbol of micron. As meter is there, no, meter has m, like in the same way this is, in the same way mu, this is mu, m, this is microns. Yes, this is microns. This is typical bacteria. Typical bacteria might be from 1 to 2 microns. PPLO, we spoke about pleuropneumonia, like this will be like this. These are the pleuropneumonia like organisms. This will be just 0.1 microns. Just 0.1 microns. Yes, 0.1 microns. Viruses are there. Viruses are much smaller. So that these we are seen through electron microscope. Hence these are seen as through electron microscope. Yes, electron microscope. Eukaryotic cell, like this, everything will be there. Mitochondria is there. This is there. Golgi complex is there. Many things. I'm just not telling everything. This is a chloroplast. If it is a plant cell, many things will be there. This is the ER, bro. Look, this is ER. In the sense, it is from, you can see that ER. It will be coming in your further classes. That, like in further topic, nucleus. From the nuclear membrane only, it will be extending till the cell membrane. Remember this thing, the connectivity. So the inner enfoldings of the prokaryotes is known as like this, something like this, or something like this. this might be not be goodly, or we cannot tell irregular. So this is mesozoa. Yeah, that's all for today. Thank you.